Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm John Overall. Decision 2020. In just under an hour, President Donald Trump and Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden will meet on the debate stage in Cleveland, Ohio. The first of three debates scheduled between these two men running for the White House. Today, Biden and running mate Senator Kamala Harris released their 2019 tax returns, putting pressure on President Trump, who has refused to release his own while under audit. This after the New York Times reported the president paid little to no federal income tax for most of the last 2 decades, largely because his business empire lost more money than it brought in. The president says not paying taxes actually makes him smart and that he takes advantage of legal loopholes. Tonight, we're hearing from Southern Arizona voters about who they are backing in the race for the White House and whether tonight could be a deciding factor. News 4 Tucson's Eric Big joining us live in Oro Valley with the story. Eric.
Hi there, John. Election day is 5 weeks away. Early voting has already started in some states. It begins in our swing state of Arizona next Wednesday. And now the very first debate of this general election campaign.
President Trump and former Vice President Biden will soon take the stage together. Pima Community College professor Eric Safir says he'll be watching this first debate closely.
A lot of people don't really tune into the race or finalize their impressions until they've seen the candidates in action, in the same room together, debating it, duking it out.
And nothing is going to change your mind.
Nothing short of somebody falling off the stage.
Outside in an Oro Valley bakery, these four ladies are in a Bible study. In this election season, Faye and Carolyn aren't on the same page when it comes to politics. Faye, a Trump supporter, Carolyn, a Biden supporter. They too say the debate won't be a difference maker in their minds.
I have made up my mind a long time ago. I think the debate is going to be honestly a joke. Trump is going to say things he probably shouldn't, not real nice, and I don't think Biden's going to be able to respond because I don't think he is totally with it anymore.
He will bring our country together. He's a smart man. He will bring in experts to help him make decisions. I would like to see him be very confident and speak clearly about his beliefs and not get intimidated.
And back out here live this afternoon. Now the debate will be 90 minutes long. It will be divided into 6 segments as chosen by moderator Chris Wallace of Fox News. And those segments are the Supreme Court, the economy, Trump and Biden's record, race and violence in U.S. cities, COVID-19, and the integrity of the election. We've got you covered. We're live tonight. I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson. John, back to you.
Eric, thank you. Heading into tonight's presidential debate, Joe Biden is leading the pack here in Arizona. In 7 out of 8 polls, the former vice president is ahead of President Trump. The Fox News poll has Biden with the largest lead at 49% and the president at 40%. Monmouth University has Biden leading Trump by 4 points. CBS YouGov poll narrows that lead to 3 points, 47 to 44. And only the ABC News Washington Post poll has the president leading Biden by 1 point, 49 to 48%. Now remember, take these polls with a grain of salt. Back in 2016, nearly every poll had Hillary Clinton beating Donald Trump all the way up until Election Day.